Hey, this is Matt Kufal here at JTech. Tonight we're going to tell you about how to do driveline angularity. So it's something we're learning about on how to do in the diesel technology course, and which I'll be graduating this June. It's a really cool program. So a couple things we're going to talk about real quick, and I'm going to go over a few small things, is rules for driveline angularity. So there's 3 simple rules with this. Rule number 1, everything should be 1/2 to 1 degree of angle so the needle bearings don't rotate. So that's right at your on the U-joints. Rule 2 is the angle at the opposite ends must be within 1 degree of each other. Okay, so that's opposite ends of the driveline itself. And rule number 3 is all angles must be less than 3 degrees. And the reason for that one is so you don't destroy or do anything wrong, damage your U-joints. So 1/2 to 1 degree of angle. All angles at the opposite ends must be less than 1 degree, and all angles must be less than 3 degrees. So there's a few simple ones. Some manufacturers may say you can go over 3 degrees, but anything less than 3 degrees is safe to use. All right, and we're gonna get on the vehicle. Oh, one more quick thing. There's different ways you could check driveline angularity. You could use a digital angle. You could use a mechanical, or you can just download an app and it'll tell you your angles. So whatever you feel more comfortable using, use. As long as you're still take your angles and you still make sure everything is within that is less than that 3 degrees. All right, here we are. We're going to be doing the driveline angularity. We're going to be on the rear differential right now. So on the drive shaft itself, as you can see, we're sitting at about 9.5. So for easy math, we're going to go with 9. And as you can see, I have it sitting right here. So there's your first one. Your second one, we put it right here on the rear yoke, on the rear differential. And we have a positive, a -5. So -5 minus the +9 is a 4 degree angle. So like we discussed before, that is against that's greater than 3 degrees. So this angle, greater than 1/2 to 1 degree. So right here, we're off. All right, overall, it could be 3, but right here. So we come up a little farther. I'm gonna put it here so make it a little easier, and we'll come right off of the actual transmission itself. So as you can see farther up, we're sitting at about 9 again. And we're gonna set it right up here. Make it easy, right up here on the transmission, right off the yoke coming off of the transmission, as you can see. Let me slide in here so I can see it good. And we have a +8. So +8 minus our +10 is our, +9 is our 1 degree. So this portion is good. So we have 1 degree here, from here to here. And we have, 3 here to here. So with those two, we're at 2 degrees. So overall, we're good. Because if you have the 1 degree here and the 3 degrees here, so 3 degrees here minus our 1 degree up front is 2 degrees. So we're less than 3. So we are in phase on this drive line. I'll get you a wider view of it. So there's the rear differential. And there is right off the transmission, and as you can see, we marked it so that if we do have to remove it for any reason, we know that it's in phase. There. Now, when you're also doing this, you also want to do inspection of it too. Make sure you have your weights on there. Your grease fittings aren't covered or painted. You're not missing any hardware like this one here. We're actually missing a bolt right there. A lot of it's just a general overall inspection. If you notice, like, hey, you got some nasty grease right there, grease it so you have fresh grease appearing out of this slip joint. And there's a few other small things to look at when doing this. So that's how you measure driveline angularity. If you got any questions, drop me a line and I'll see what I could do to answer your questions.